Welcome to my channel, Baby Child and Co. once again. It's a pleasure to come your way. Let me just remind you, if you haven't subscribed, to subscribe. If you have already subscribed, thank you. Keep watching, keep sharing. Have you already visited our blog, babychildandco.com? There we have so many articles for you. And when you do, please remember to join our parenting club. Thank you for joining me once again. Today I'm talking about constipation. Constipation is simply when your child finds it difficult to pass stools or to go to toilets or to ease themselves, however you like it to be explained to you. So what happens in constipation is that the stools are very hard and difficult to pass. Mind you, there are some children whose normal bowel movements are not every day. Maybe they go once every 2 days or once every 3 days, but the stools are not so hard. The child is not disturbed. They just go and then they do it peacefully. But in some cases, some children find it so difficult to pass stools. They can actually be on the potty or the toilet and then they are crying, or they have to do several movements to aid them to pass. Sometimes the stools are passed. They are so hard, they are like pellets. That's constipation. So what causes constipation? Well, normally, constipation is a result of the child's diet and activity. So there are some children who don't get a lot of roughage or fiber in their foods. And we find fiber in fruits and vegetables and whole grains. So you find pineapple, for instance, has a lot of fiber. Mango has a lot of fiber. Contombre, garden egg, lettuce, carrots, all those things have a lot of fiber. So there are some children who don't eat a lot of them. They tend to mainly feed on things like pasta and spaghetti, bread, biscuits. Things that contain flour tend to constipate a lot. But foods that contain a lot of fiber help them to move, the children to move their bowel freely. So that is something you can address if you want to help your child's constipation. Again, water. Water as just water or water in soups, porridges. These things also help to make the children go to toilet easily. So if you want to address your child's constipation, you can also look at how much water or fluid is in your child's diet. So when your child is going to school, your child needs to take some water along, unless you are sure that the child can get water in school, because sometimes they are thirsty. But if the water is not available to them, they don't say it, so they don't drink water, and that can also lead to constipation. Movements or a lack of movement also predisposes to constipation. But generally, our children move around a lot. They are always running. In fact, we have to beg them to sit down. So this is usually not a problem, except for a child who is differently abled and is unable to move. So that child may have that problem. So you have to discuss with the child's care provider how to move the child, whether by physiotherapy or whatever means, so that if your child is constipated, it can help them to relieve themselves. There are some children who don't go to toilet when they feel like it. Maybe because they are playing and they don't want to be disturbed. They don't want to stop the play, or they are doing something that is really interesting to them. So you have to find out from your child if this is what is the problem, and then you help them to address it. Then one thing, in some schools, the toilets are not nice. So a child may come from a home where sitting on the toilet is so nice, but in school, the toilet is such a mess. So they go to school and then they feel like going to the toilet, but they don't want to go. And then they hold it, and it tends to get them constipated. So my tip is that when you're finding a school for your child, visit the washroom and be sure that you like it. Aside the cleanliness of the place, there should be water, there should be soap, and probably something to dry the child's hands on after they have used the toilet. So a child may, same problem happens when the toilet is messy. Some children don't even want to go there and wee, and they keep their wee, which can also lead to other problems. So When the toilets are not nice, it makes some children constipate because they hold the stool and then the stool becomes hard. In some cases, constipation needs to be seen in hospital, because when you try all these things, these tips that I've given and the constipation is not relieved, you need to take them to hospital. In hospital, they can be given some medications, either to drink or as suppository, or sometimes in hospital the stool needs to be actually removed by hand, manually removed, so that the child can feel free and can be fine. So these are just some of the tips I have for you regarding constipation and how to avoid it, or help your child to have free bowel. I said you should increase the fiber of the roughage, increase water in whatever form. It's not the same as the juice that you buy from the store, no. And movement, which is usually not a problem unless the child is differently abled, and sometimes the toilets are not nice and the children don't want to go, or they are just so engrossed in their play that they do not want to stop. So thank you for watching this video. Kindly subscribe, hit the notification button. Do visit our blog as well on babychildandco.com. Thank you. See you next time. Bye bye.